Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rowan here, bringing you fresh take 1. In this video we're going to be looking at okonomiyaki, which is a popular street food dish in Japan. It's going to take about 30 minutes to prep and about 10 minutes to cook. It's a really super quick dish. Let's jump straight in. So we've got Sweetheart Cabbage, easy to get hold of. We've got bell peppers, you can use a different variety if you prefer. We've got some spring onions. And we've also got about 100 grams of crispy onions, just because I really like the texture of them in this. And then lastly we have about 100 grams of fresh ginger minced up, about 50 grams of pickled ginger sliced, and 2 cloves of garlic minced. Alright, let's cook. So we're going to start this recipe by making a batter. We use 150 grams of plain flour. We've got 2 eggs. And we've got about 150 ml of water as well. This dish is basically a cabbage pancake. We're going to add salt, sugar and baking powder to the flour just as a seasoning, and then the baking powder will just give it a bit of rise as it cooks. We're going to add the eggs. Whisk it together to make a thick batter, and we're going to loosen it up with the water. Not going to lie, I didn't weigh out the water for this, but you just keep mixing it until you've got the right consistency. Looking for something that's going to easily coat all the cabbage and vegetables, but not too wet because it still needs to hold together when you cook it, and not too thick or else you're going to have a really dense pancake. I'm also optionally going to add some sesame oil, just brings out a different flavour to it. And there you have it. So we're going to set that to one side for a second and bring in our prepped vegetables. So we've got the Sweetheart Cabbage there sliced up, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. You've got the bell pepper there sliced up, and you've got the spring onions. I've just sliced up the white stuff. I'm going to leave the green to garnish it later. You can put all of this in a food processor if you prefer, if your knife skills aren't up for it. Just blend everything together and then add the batter to it. We're also going to add in our 2 different types of ginger and the garlic. Okonomiyaki basically translates to what you like grilled, so you can pretty much add whatever you want to this. As long as you've got the cabbage and the batter mix, you can add whatever flavourings you wish. And then finally our crispy onion. And mix everything together. And make sure you give it a big enough whack to move the camera around. Bit of homemade sake, best thing invented since sliced bread. So we've got a teppanyaki grill here. You can do this in a frying pan. I've just heated it up to the highest setting. While it heats up, I'm going to show you the secret sauce that makes okonomiyaki so amazing. So we've mixed together ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, oyster sauce and a bit of sugar. You can add a little bit of sriracha or sweet chili sauce if you want a heat to it. We're going to take our batter mix and we're going to lightly oil the teppanyaki grill or frying pan. Make sure you've got an even covering of oil on there. Just ladle it on. making relatively thin pancakes. So while that's cooking, we're just going to go through a couple of the garnishes we're going to put on top. This is KEWPIE mayonnaise, saying that sake is the best thing since sliced bread. This is the best thing since sliced bread. It is absolutely incredible. If you can get your hands on it, definitely do. You can get it online. Shop's a bit trickier to get hold of. It's basically mayonnaise on steroids. I'm pretty sure it's just packed full of MSG. We've got bonito flakes, or dried tuna flakes, which give it a really nice umami flavour. We've got nori seaweed, or dried seaweed powder is another great thing to use here. I've just sliced the sheets up. We've got the ends of the spring onions that we used earlier, just sliced up. And we've also got some pork scratchings. Just found them in the cupboard. I thought it'd be an excellent addition to this. So there's two types of okonomiyaki you can make. You've got a Hiroshima type, which is basically you make a crepe and then you add all your toppings on top of the crepe, or you've got the Kansai type of okonomiyaki, two different regions of Japan, which is this type where you mix everything together in a batter and cook it on a teppanyaki grill. A lot of trial and error with making okonomiyaki. I like to steam it just for a bit. It helps the veg inside cook a little bit more and just gets it a little bit less dense in the middle. Also put a little bit of oil just to crisp up the outside. So it's had about 10 minutes on the grill. I'm going to take it off. Got a nice bit of colour on both sides. It's nice and soft in the middle. The batter's cooked all the way through. Not the prettiest looking thing in the world, but we're going to put a splash of makeup on it. So we've got the okonomiyaki sauce here. Just going to spoon over the top. If you've got a squeezy bottle, it'd be perfect for this. Doesn't have to be precise, just going to get it on there. Again, toppings vary as the ingredients inside can vary. You can put noodles in your mix, which I've done before, but makes it very, very heavy and very dense. You can put bacon in it, fry off the bacon, put the pancake on top, or pork belly is another really popular thing they do in Japan. Octopus, any type of seafood is really great. Just remembering I made 2 of these and I've only done enough garnish really for 1. You might not have every single one of these ingredients at home, but it's a very rustic dish. It's like our bubble and squeak that we have in this country. It's just a lot of leftovers turned into a pancake style thing, loads of stuff poured on top. You don't have to follow my recipe to the word, it's just a guideline. Just going to finish this off with some homemade kimchi, which I'm actually going to run through in another video. Gives it that spice level that's lacking in the okonomiyaki. A couple of years ago I didn't even know what okonomiyaki was, and now I have it basically once a month, twice a month sometimes. It's just so simple to make. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at rumandrolo, and also like, comment, share and subscribe to these videos. Catch you next time. This has been Fresh Take.